Howdy, folks. Brainstorm here, coming at you live in my living room. Just want to take the opportunity while I have a few minutes, probably like 20, 30 minutes. Not going to ramble on too much. I've had my breakfast and good something to drink. These are really good if you haven't tried these. Got this at the Dollar Tree. Um, yeah, breakfast. I work nights, so tend to sleep in a little bit. You might not see me too active earlier in the morning, but I do appreciate everybody who watches my videos and comments on them, and I really appreciate lately the just the outpouring of positive feedback from the especially y'all folks in the uh, community, the Facebook community that I'm part of, and I'm just so happy that it's clicking. It's finally clicking and all cylinders, so to speak. It can go some little further, but we are all doing our best, I hope, and I encourage each and every one of the folks in the Facebook group, the Honest and True Growth Support Group that I started back in December of last year, actually. So it's been a year. And then the support group is actually almost at 1,000 members. I can't believe that. When it first started, it started really slow, and I had to kind of go out and recruit people to be part of the Facebook group and recruit people that I thought would be, first content creators that I like and that I enjoy. And I wanted them to be a part of the Facebook group, um, partly for a selfish reason, because then it would be easier to keep up with and encourage and support them and be a loyal subscriber. We all say, permanent, honest, 100% subscriptions. Um, we always say that we want that, but do we really follow up? Do we really do our best to support and encourage and strengthen one another in our YouTube journeys? That's important. We're all busy. We all have to get out there and push and pull and drag and work for a living, so to speak. And, we have families, we have responsibilities, but we can take time. It doesn't take that much time, I don't think, in between, you know, to support one another and be there for one another. And we've been talking a lot, and I've included in the link here in the live chat a link you can click if you would like to join me on this chat. I'm glad to bring you in. StreamYards are pretty cool setup. You can just go and create a broadcast that's linked to your Facebook. You can link it to your YouTube, Facebook, all sorts of different multi-streams. You can do all at one time if you like. And I just like, hey, Jason, nice to see you. I'm glad you could join us. Man's Adventures. You know, I'm sure Jason saw Stephen the Crafty Crow video recently when he did the restoration of that drill, that brace bit. Um, I met Stephen the Crafty Crow through Jason's channel because they're good friends. There's a lot of good content creators in Kentucky, guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a lot of good content creators, and so definitely I would check out Man's Adventures over there on up there in Kentucky. He's doing some good content work, and so I would also check out the Crafty Crow Show as well. And I've met Jason though, so I met Steven through Jason, and I met Jason through Randy and Vaughn. And Randy and Vaughn are awesome. They're just great. And I met Randy and Vaughn through Robert, the fluffy bearded guy. So, there's a lot of great connections there of really good, honest, solid the earth people that I've enjoyed being friends with and making connections with, supporting their content, and they support my content, which is always great. And I met a lot of great YouTubers, and so I would encourage everyone that when you find a channel you like, look at the other channels that they're supporting in their live streams that come and visit them or in their commentary. Not just, don't do this. A lot of people do it just to spam their requests for subs, or they just want to get support, but that's all they're really interested in. I'm interested in connections. I'm interested in making those quality connections that we can support one another, help one another, uh, just show the love, so to speak. Get a little corny, but I'm glad he came on and when he could and say hello. He's a busy fellow too, but Steven surprised me. I was looking all day. You get notifications about your content and that you went out, and I saw he had a new video of a tool restoration, and that's at the Crafty Crow um, show, the Crafty Crow show. Go check it out. Go subscribe to all these guys because they're awesome. Randy Vaughn, plus the bearded guy, Man's Adventures, um, Crafty Crow show. Go check them out if you haven't. You know, my opinion is my opinion. It is worth about as much as you might want it to be, but I do definitely recommend them highly, guys. So go check them out. But Steven was doing the restoration on this bracelet, and then I looked at the picture and I was like, man, my dad had one of those. And I remember my dad used to one of those. That's sort of a manual bit. You stick the bit into where you want to drill the hole, and you just manually go to town on it. Put your weight down on it and go in circles till you get that hole done. When I was a kid, my dad was a carpenter for over 40, 50 years. He built a lot of houses and did a lot of things. And all around our property were these piles of wood that he would had of scraps and things that were left over after jobs that he did. And there was wood all over the place. I mean, he probably had 6 or 7 piles of these in different places on the property. And when I got like Christmas vacation or 2 weeks off of school or, spring vacation or just a weekend, I was like, oh, yeah, I got time. I want to build something. I had something in my mind. I was going to build something. And, I never knew that you had to go and buy wood, go to Lowe's or store and go buy wood. I would go with my dad sometimes. He'd go to the local cash and carry or whatever, and he would buy wood that he needed for something or a job. But when I wanted something, I would just go scrounge in the scrap piles, find what I needed, or just find inspiration from the scrap pile itself, get what I needed and build something. I built quite a few contraptions, a lot of shelves. You know, I'm really really bad at Measuring, I've gotten better though, especially since the tape measures have the little fractions on them now. um, there was a lot of times when I'd be marking pencil marks on my dad's tape measure until I got my own, and he would drive him crazy because he was always trying to teach me how to read those measurements. I could read a quarter or an eighth or whatever, but some of the other things were problematic. But it would drive him crazy because it'd be pencil marks all on his tape measure, and he'd get so mad. Um, but I'm rambling, but because I'm just so excited, guys. Because Steven Reed at the Crafty Crow show redid this hand tool. Saw it, saw the video. I'm like, man, I can't wait to look at that. I'm gonna, I already have a comment in my mind that you know it reminds me very much of my youth and using those tools and using that particular tool just like that one. My dad's had a blue handle, but it looked just like the one that Jason has redone. And he's talking about how it's for a friend for Christmas or in appreciation. And at the end of it, he's like, "It's for me, little old me." Brainstorm. Yeah. Well, my name is Chris, by the way. You haven't paid attention. And so y'all call me Chris. We're all friends, right? I hope so. Anyway, um, but he's going to send that to me, and it just made my day, guys. Because it's hard sometimes. My dad's been gone for about 10 or 11 years now, and I miss him terribly. I learned a lot from him. And it was funny, even my mom commented on this. And when he passed, that before I was always so busy, so busy, so busy, and like even now, we always get so busy, and I never really took the time to build things or create things like I wanted to, because I always thought I didn't have time or didn't have the resources, and I didn't do a lot of projects. And well, after he passed, I did start doing that, and I did a lot of projects that I've shared on my Facebook group, and I'll share in some videos that I've already done. It's just great, and I started doing that again, and now even more now that Steven has blessed me with this awesome tool, and I see his progress in his shop. I want to get out there and clean my shop out now and get some more projects done. Um, oh wow, hi, thanks for joining me. Um, yeah, we do have to stick together. You're right about that. You're right about that. I love that. I love that aspect. I started intending to get on here and talk to y'all about shorts, and I wanted to talk about shorts, and then God just told me that I was going in a different direction right then and there for that first 11 minutes or so. But I just want to take that opportunity, guys, and thank y'all. Thanks, Stephen, for that honor of. I mean, you totally got me, man. I was so caught off guard. I've never been caught off guard so much in my life by something. Um, yeah, that's God blessing me through you, and you're an angel, man. Um, I, you never know what kind of connections and what kind of genuine and honest and true connections you can make in life. And sometimes they might be just over the World Wide Web, through social media or through whatever thing mechanism. But that's okay. You know, there's definitely connections that can be just as honest and true and genuine. And maybe we're all, since everybody's in Kentucky, maybe we can all meet up at Randy's in Bond's house one day and just have a barbecue. I'd love to meet all y'all. Um, definitely. That would be fun. Maybe when all this new year is starting, some of this uh, pandemic mess calm down, we can all meet and have some big bet ribs. Whew, I don't know, got a little emotional there, guys. I'm sorry, but yeah, that tool and reminded me. My dad never met a stranger in his life. He knew everybody. They knew him. He would go to Walmart and he would just see somebody, and if he didn't know them, he got to know them, or they got to know him, and he would share his humor and tell a joke or two. And these dad jokes that I've been doing and the shorts have gotten the most attention. I guess because humor and family, corny dad jokes are appealing across the broad spectrum of people. But they've gotten the most attention, but they've been the most fun for me because it reminds me how my dad was. And he wasn't huge for the big one-liners, but he definitely could tell a good joke. He liked the story jokes that might take a little time to develop, but he used to also say some pretty good one-liners. But these shorts, my dad would have loved YouTube. I would have loved to have put him on YouTube, and I wish I had more video of him. I don't really have a lot of stuff that I can share with y'all about my dad. I've been looking for some. I'm gonna have some on the back burner there, on the not the back burner, but some I'm trying to develop in the right way so I can share with y'all. My dad had a lot of great stories and great passions. He loved to read Louis L'Amour. At the time I was like Louis Lamer, but I think it's Louis L'Amour. He read those Louis L'Amour books, and his office was the bathroom. My dad would come home after a hard day's work, eat some supper, go to the bathroom, read a Louis L'Amour book, and as soon as he thought mom was in bed, he'd come back in there. I mean, he'd be in the bathroom all night. I don't know why he just sat there. I guess that's his way to get away. His quiet time. But sometimes he'd be just sitting there. We initially put a phone in the bathroom just so, because that's most of the time when somebody called looking for him, that's where he was. Um, yeah, I know it's funny, but that was his office. And he would come out afterwards though and eat some more supper. Um, Behind Mom's back, he thought maybe, but no, she always knew what he was up to. Of course, Mom was always not right. But I'd love to hear what other people have been experiencing as far as these YouTube shorts. Come on the Facebook, come on the Facebook group, uh, come here, join in. I'd love to hear about other people's experiences with the shorts. I'm gonna have fun with it. You know, having to do the shorts within a 60-second time frame or less than 60-second time frame, and having to do them in a specific way, like the vertical video, having to meet these different challenges to do a short in a specific way has been exciting. It's been fun. It's been like great to challenge yourself. It's always good to do a challenge. And it kind of reinvigorated me a little bit, especially something I needed during this holiday season. Um, Getting kind of busy and hectic in my life and at work and stuff like that. Everybody's life, right? It's a great time of the year. It's a great season of the year, and I love that. Jesus is the reason for the season, guys. I'm not ashamed to say that. And my Lord and Savior has definitely blessed me this year with a lot of great connections, with a lot of great, as a good friend come on homesteading always says, every day above the dirt is a good day, right, guys? And I love the way he expresses things, and you should go check him out too. Uh, yeah, he is fun, and makes me want to. My mom has chickens, but he makes me want to have some chickens myself. Um, but every day truly is a blessing, and I love it. Oh wow, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm on. I was just talking about you, so I hope your ears are burning. Yeah, we're always shooting video, right? I can't even go to the grocery store anymore without thinking about, hey, that might be a good review. Or we were out looking at Christmas lights the other night, and I'm thinking, I just need to stop and enjoy this with my family and not worry about making a video. My kids, they roll their eyes like, Dad, everything's on a video. But no, thanks, man. Thanks for coming on and saying hi. I just was telling everybody all that awesome present you got me, man. Are you going to send me? And can't wait to do an unboxing. Can't wait to show everybody and share with everybody and show how badly I can drill a hole crookedly. Um, yeah, I'm not very big swifter when it comes to drilling a hole straight, even with an electric drill. But I got better. Just takes practice, right? Yeah, I bet it is cold over there in Kentucky. All right, that's awesome. That's awesome, man. I'm excited about that. You just don't know. Even as I'm gonna put that back up there. Even if no matter how old you get, man, you're still excited when you get a cool present like that. I'm just I'm already thinking about how awesome uh, that time I used to have with my dad, the projects we would do together, and the projects I would do with his tools. He didn't trust me with power tools, so I had to use the handsaw, the manual drill, the drill like the one he did, and I remember this. I had to learn how to saw straight, pretty straight, and I never really accomplished very well. But I had good times in my youth. You don't realize the great times you have when you're young and carefree. Whew. Guys, I'm going to have to pause just a second. Well, all right, I'm back, guys. Yeah, I don't plan to ramble on too much longer. Got to get up and get going for the day. Got to go and pay some bills. Bills might be not so fun, but at least it means you're continuing to push on and get by. I didn't notice. Yeah, shorts have been great for a lot of people, and wow, 60 subscribers. Wow, you done a lot better than me then. I think sometimes it's the subject matter, and like the best video, it's almost 2K, 2,000 views that I've done was just a frog video about a big old frog that I saw. And it was genuine, honest reaction. And I enjoyed meeting Mr. Froggy. But that's great. I've only gotten probably 12 subscribers out of like 15 videos, but I'm experimenting a lot out there. If you notice, some of my shorts, I've figured out a way how to do a short, how to do the format, and how to do text and different things. I'm sure there's a lot of different software and a lot of different tips and tricks and things you can learn out there. But I tend to use what I know and use the tools that I have available to me. And so I figured out how to do a lot of different things with PowerPoint, believe it or not. You can do thumbnails. I've done videos already on this one, these little skull snack hacks, and I call them tips and tricks. So check out the Skull Snack Hack. There's a lot of different ones in there. This is stuff I've learned. Maybe it'll help you, maybe it wouldn't. Um, but I'm pretty familiar with things like the Microsoft Office software, like PowerPoint, Publisher, Word, things like that. Um, it's not maybe as prevalent as it used to be in software. Um, but if you've got PowerPoint, you can format it in a way that the area that you need, the 9 inches across, not 9 inches really. I don't think it's inches, but 9 by 16 this way. That's the aspect ratio that you need for that. But it's definitely interesting things. I'm planning to do some hacks, some videos to show you how you can use PowerPoint to do all these different things. And I'm kind of experimenting with it right now, and we'll definitely do those as I can. But well, I would definitely keep doing them, Steven. I would definitely keep doing them because why not? They're still content. They might be less than 60 seconds long and in a specific format. In a format before we would have said it's not worth doing. When we accidentally recorded something vertically on our phones, we would think, "Oh, we messed up." But now, that's the rage right now, and I can see because in our culture, in this day and age, we're all kind of consuming stuff a lot faster, especially the younger generation. And I can see why this kind of thing like TikTok and Shorts have taken off because we want to watch a video and move on. A lot of us want to just like move on and see the video, and we're not really interested in a lot of rigmarole. But we still do our long, regular length videos where our quality content or quantity content, so to speak, quantity and quality meet together. But this nature of this vertical video is definitely one I can see why it's appealing to different people, appealing to me. So definitely keep trying them, guys. Definitely keep trying them. Um, Yeah, I understand that. We're all learning together. We're all lifelong students, right? We're just gonna keep plugging along and helping each other. That's what we're here for. I've had a lot of experience in higher education. I have a few degrees under my belt. I never talk about those because that's not really a big deal. That's not, but that's an experience that I enjoyed. I worked in higher education for a long time before I had before I had to move on, and I've learned a lot of different things about different ways of doing things. I worked in public relations. I even was a freelance writer for a magazine. Uh, I like writing. I'm a writer at heart, and writing was my creative outlet for years. It still is. But as my eyesight's getting worse, and as my time and patience is getting worse in terms of how old I'm getting and crotchety, I find that I don't do as much writing or reading as much as I used to. So this whole YouTube thing came about. Really, I want to make memories. I want to share memories. I want to have fun and put these things down for posterity, for later for my kids, so they won't feel like I do, missing out on so many things that I can look back on about my dad. So this really started out as a journal, so to speak, a library, so to speak, the way to stay creative, keep those creative juices flowing for me, because that's important. That's an important part of me, but also to do that, you know, to make those memories, to share those memories with others. And I was surprised really how much I enjoyed more supporting others more than I have enjoyed getting support. Now, I enjoy support, guys. And I'm only like 3 or 4 subscribers away from 500. Wow. I wanted to get to the half metric mark, 500 for my first year, because this past November was really the first year of my active YouTubing. And I wanted to get to 500, but that was like, okay, But it takes work, If you're a YouTuber, and whether you're doing shorts or regular content, or whether you're whatever you're doing, it's hard work, guys. Even the food challenges, it looks easy, but it's not easy. Um, Shooting and editing, and producing, and all that stuff, it's not easy. It is. It is work, but it is. If it's fun, it's not really work, right? It's not labor. Um, but it's encouraging and good to, like, when you make connections with people who are like similar minded as you, and they make content like you will like, and they're similar in nature, that you can enjoy, and so you can help one another, keep each other. It's like a church, online for creative types. So where one or more are gathered, right, or two or more are gathered. So that's why these Facebook groups and different things are important, to connect and stay together, encourage one another, bolster one another. All right, there he is. Come on. You know, your I love a lot of different things, guys. But all the shows that I mentioned, all the YouTubers I mentioned, but the one I met recently, the most recently through the Facebook group, this fellow, come on, Homesteading. He just tickles my funny bone. He gets me right here. I watched a video he made the other day about snakes, and it was an older video, but I watched it and now I think to myself, here's a guy just like me, a good old boy who likes some good groceries, who thinks, and a lot of the guys I met, Jason and Steven, Robert, the Fuzzy Bearded guy, Randy and Lon, they're similar in mindset, similar in humor. And with this guy is all he just reaches my funny bone every time I hear him talk. I really appreciate you guys. I don't want you to ever think when I say "come on" like you do that I'm making fun of you, because I ain't. I am enjoying it. I use that so much now in my life, more than I ever have before, and people drive people crazy with it, because that is just the best word. I'd steal it from you, except that we just need to share the beauty of "come on," because we can't say "come on" enough, guys. I'm just saying. I mean it. Um, I love it. I love the videos you make with the goats and the chickens. And you've had some good success too. I've noticed with the shorts. Um, yeah, it's just yeah, yeah, man. It's just awesome, isn't it? Having this avenue open to us finally. You know, some of these small time YouTubers. You know, if I did a yeah, Jason, I noticed that in your video that you said "yummy goodness" when you did that with your nephews. I love it. Yeah, that was a totally organic thing. I noticed myself saying it so much. I was like, hey, you know, that sounds like a catchphrase. I even got my kids saying it, which drives them crazy. Well, I only had 30 minutes or so to get on here and blabber. Big old fluffy gray here to go. I swear. Sometimes my hair looks too good. But no, I love y'all came on and talked, shared with me, guys, and I appreciate that. And I really appreciate that. And I want to get on and do these more often when I can. Um, but I sadly have to go put some pants on now. Gotcha. No, I have to go and get ready and get the day done. So y'all have a good day. And God bless you. And thanks for coming on and talking with me. And thanks, Jason, Stephen, again, for coming on. And I just think it's a wonderful thing to make connections and learn and grow with y'all. And so, whatever I can always do, you know, at the end of the day, like I always say, it's not about you or me. It's about the life we lead, the memories we make, and the meaning we find along the way. God is good, and no matter what has been thrown at us, guys, we can persevere. Let's help each other. Let's encourage one another and love one another. That's what God Bible tells us to do. That's what God wants us to do, and that's what He does for us. So, yeah, thanks, Jason. It's been fun. I'm gonna do this live business bunch more times. Randy, honest, how I've gotten it down pat, so I want to get out there and do it myself. But responsibility is calling, guys. Y'all have a great day. See you next time. Woo! Got me goodness.